just love what I do. And what I do, love me too. I just love what I do. I just love what I do. And what I do, love me too. I just love what I do. I just love what I do. And what I do, love me too. I just love what I do. I just love what I do. And what I. Hey, Uh-Oh SheLuv
Hey, you know what?
Inspirenaire.
I started sharing about how when we were kids. You remember we went through the newspaper, we went through the Christmas catalogs, and
Yes,
all these
you
kind of
you that
magazines.
opened up my nostalgia when I was looking
Oh,
at. I was like, oh, I do remember that. Like I used to flip through the little catalog and be like,
yeah.
Mom, I want this for Christmas. Tell Santa Claus I want this. I want that. Yep.
It was time to go back to school. We flipped through the books to see what school closed. Now, a lot of the stuff we didn't get, but it
Right.
didn't stop what we wanted. It didn't stop the imagination. That was real energy.
It
So,
was
so
the
you
J.C. Penney,
know,
the belt
oh my God,
catalog,
oh
all of
my God.
them.
Every outfit that I've ever circled, that I ever looked at, and was because it was so many, right?
Right.
Who wouldn't want to go to school to be fashionable? As a matter
Right.
of fact, I wanted to be fashionable more than I wanted to learn because there was no learning there for me. I
Right.
learned more outside of school than inside of school. And when
Right.
I say that in the respect of life skills,
Mhm. Oh
right?
yeah, most
I
definitely.
learned more worthy and valuable skills outside of school. So school for me was about socialism, and the way schools were constructed when I was in school, it was all about everybody in the neighborhood. You know what I'm saying?
Mm.
Nobody had to get bussed in from another community or nothing like that. The people you went to school with were the people that were in your neighborhood. So it was a gathering place for just us kids, absent of the parents, right? Because
Mhm.
I had to change my perspective of school because learning and doing the work, I hated it. So it made me forget what I loved. So I
Mm.
said, let me go back and tap into what I love so I won't have such a bland experience. I want to have joy and that be the abundance of all of my experience, even if I have to go back and get it.
Yes.
So, yeah, I had them kind of conversations today. So it's
That
so
seems to be
fitting.
the energy because I literally was doing that. I was going back even to like a dark moment and found the joy in that, you know?
Exactly. Move that dark shit around and
Uh-huh.
find something that was hidden from you,
Mhm. And I'm like,
right?
it's like turning the stones, seeing what's under
Yeah,
there.
'cause I was carrying a whole hate for my experience in school because what I focused in on what I didn't like. And I was like, Sheila, change the narrative and go back and focus in on what you like. And so it took me to the fucking catalogs, the J.C. Penney catalogs, from finding
Mm.
circular school clothes that I never got. Mind
Right.
you, I never got none of it, but that was such a great active use of imagination. You
It
mean to tell
was.
me I can't go back and tap into that fucking energy?
Yes, you can. And even bring it back, in the
Bring
present.
it back here. That's what I'm doing.
Oh
And
my
so
God.
you can do that when you know time isn't linear. You can go back and you're not erasing things and you're not
Mm-mm.
changing things. You are grabbing at the things that were hidden in plain sight to give you a more an expansive perception that offers more growth and more expansion. So I'm no longer haunted, and I'll use the word haunted because I avoided talking about my experience at school other than the fact that I hated it. But I hated being forced to be compliant. I
Yeah.
loved critically thinking, right, which was
Hmm.
not promoted. I loved art, right? I
Yeah.
loved lunch. I loved my
Yeah,
friends.
lunch was lit. Yeah.
I love getting up in the morning and having something to do. Structure, I actually liked it because in the summertime, we had to figure it out.
Yeah, you had to like, okay, we don't have to get up for school, so what do we do for our summers? You know,
Man, listen, we dreamed all summer what school clothes we were gonna get, and we couldn't
literally.
wait for the first day of school. So we that first week you were shy, baby. You were shy.
Oh my God, fresh shoes, fresh outfit, fresh everything. Oh my God.
Such a load of
School shopping
confidence.
was a magical experience. Like
Oh my God.
everybody was at the mall, the stores, shopping for
Yeah,
school.
come over here.
You know?
Such a great American experience. And then
Mhm.
depending on your ethnicity, you had a different experience, whether you was Indian American, African American, whether you were Asian American, everybody had their experiences of the same thing. And
Yeah.
so being a black American, right? My daddy was like Julius. Oh, that's 25. No, that's too much. You know what I'm saying? So even as traumatizing as that was, I can go back now and actually agree with my dad on a lot of things and laugh
Mhm.
at it.
Right.
Right? You
Bringing the
know,
joy back to it. Yes.
I remember my dad bought me a $12 sweater. I remember throwing it in the cart like it was nothing. But going
Okay.
back to the 80s, $12 for a fucking sweater? That was
Oh,
a lot of, and my dad had four kids. Now
yeah.
I could have gotten a couple of pair of pants and some $4 Jordache jeans and two shirts and stuff. I wanted this $15 sweater, and I'm throwing them in there, and I could see my dad just having a panic attack at the shit that I was choosing. So we were only allowed to get about four good outfits for
Mhm.
school. It's a pair of shoes and some, socks and different things for our hair. But for
Mhm.
us, that was just like we mixed and matched that shit for the whole month to where it's every day we was brand new in school. And even though we was repeating by the second week, you couldn't notice
Mm-mm. Because you
because
got
we was putting that
creative.
shit together.
Styling it. Like, let me get this, mix this blouse with this pants, with this outfit.
It
Yes.
was such a beautiful when you go back to get the beauty. And so I had that conversation with my girlfriend. It was so healing, so refreshing. It made me even remember that my sister was such a good big sister to me. I went
Mhm.
back to go grab that because I know we're not really speaking.
Yeah.
And I don't have a problem with any of that shit because
Right.
when you're a part of the same tree, one branch is over here and the other branch is over here, and they don't see each other ever, but they're still connected at the root. And so that's
Right.
how I declare my relationships with my sisters and things. So
Oh, I love how you put that. I can see that. Yeah.
oh, absolutely. Because I listen, I'm no guilt to know anything. She gets a different resonance of the sun than I do because we're in different positions on the tree. We
Mhm.
are siblings, but we are absolutely individual souls that came from so many different lives and things like that. So connecting in a manner of which some have as far as siblings, that's what they agreed to. And that's okay. We never had that as kids. We had camaraderie, but the
Mhm.
closeness, like I see in other people's sibling relationships, we didn't have that. And I actually don't require that. And
Right.
I'm okay. You see what I'm saying? So that relationship with my sister is what it is now, but we were great kids together. And so it just made me remember her being the big sister, how much more she sacrificed so me and my younger sister could be neighborhood kids.
Aw.
Yeah, so my parents were really strict. So when they were gone for work, we couldn't go outside because we had the autistic brother. We just always had to rally around. So in the summer times when school were out, a lot of other people went to camps and vacations and things, and we had to stay in the house because we were all out of school and we had to stay home and watch our brother.
Right.
Well, as my sister got older, she started letting us go outside, but we had to make sure we were back home. We had to clean up and be back in the house before mama came home. And then
Mhm.
it went from just being outside to now we can go play in the street because we couldn't go in the street as kids. And it went from playing in the street to we was able to go in other blocks, and like we became them kids. But if it wasn't for my sister staying home to watch the brother for us, we
Hmm.
wouldn't have been able to do or have any summer, any fun, any of that. We would have just been in the house and could only come outside when my mama came home. Now, talking to this girlfriend, we were talking about all the magazines that we used to flip through. And I mean, she brought up one that just blew my mind back because I completely forgot about it. And I love this book. You may or may not remember this because you're a lot younger than me, but it was a book with gym shoes, just a bunch of shoes. It was called East Bay. It was
Oh
East Bay.
yeah, I remember the East. Oh, I used to love a East Bay. Yes.
Baby,
Oh, I used to love
baby.
pick out them sneakers and oh my God, they you took
Oh,
me back.
she took me back with the East Bay. Do you hear me?
Oh my
And so I
God.
said, "Oh, I gotta post this because, bitch, what
Yes.
therapy? What therapy?" And so
Right.
I never really got any of the shoes, but that was I was scrolling before the internet. We flipped through magazines.
We went from flipping to scrolling. Wow.
From flipping to
I didn't
scrolling.
even realize it. Yeah.
Listen. And so it's so many other magazines. It was like Fashion Fair, Newport News, a Finger Hut,
Oh,
nigga.
finger hut. My grandma used to have that finger hut.
Oh,
Yes.
yeah. So it was just like that's how we knew that was our Amazon. It was the magazines. Now with magazines and music, that's what my sister used to stay in the house while we were outside. She was enjoying flipping through magazines and dreaming and imagining and listening to music. A lot of it was Michael Jackson's and different thing at the time. So
Yeah.
she created her own world while we were outside having fun in the world we live in.
Mmm.
Beautiful. And when I went to my memory to go get how wonderful and how sacrificing my sister was, it made me pray for the whole tree, right? Because
Yes.
we're connected to the tree. Because I don't, just like in a real tree, I don't, there are things that can cause a tree to die.
Yeah.
Asian beetle, certain bugs, like things can kill a tree.
Invasive species. Yeah.
Exactly. And so I said again, we are not close, but we're connected. And this is how come I constantly pray for my family and constantly, because I'm connected to the same thing. We don't have to be close. I don't have to
Hmm.
see you. I don't have to talk to you. Right? But I want
Yeah.
you to be healthy. I want you to be okay and things like that. And that's a beautiful way to describe my relationship that will also be as good as a close relationship that sisters have that I've never experienced. Right? This
Yes.
is my you see what I'm saying? So when I got that feeling, my care said text because I didn't talk to my sister in almost 2 years. My feeling said text her how much of a good big sister she was. And
Oh.
so I did. I was like, when we were little, you were a great big sister. That is all. Because I didn't want the continuum going back and forth. But I
Right.
know she read that. It trend, like I said, Tavi, our conversations are so gold that this going down memory lane, right? We had a true
Hmm.
value conversation. You know what true value is? It's a hardware
Yes. The
store.
hardware.
And
Yes.
the tools that we used in this conversation helped me to send some loving energy into my sister that I had to go all the way back to 1980 something to get. And I
Ooh.
sent it to her, and I know it healed her. I know
It
it did.
did. The timing probably was perfect. Everything.
I know it was perfect. I know it
Hmm.
was perfect. So
Wow.
that's my real life example of what I walked into you speaking about. And I just got
Mm.
from experiencing that in real fucking time. From a East Bay magazine.
At East Bay. Oh my God.
My
Dang, you just took
sister
me
is the
back.
only reason why the magazines will come to the house. If it wasn't
Mm.
for her, I wouldn't know a lot of things. So she was a dreamer. She sat in the house and dreamed all the time, and circle like she loved that. She was an introvert, and it allowed me and my sister just to be outside and be neighborhood kids and enjoy the neighborhood in a manner of which my mother didn't understand that we needed, but my sister did.
She
So I was
understood.
like, "You's
Oh,
a good big sister. I'm gonna give you that shit, bitch."
yes. Going back, giving her her flowers.
Oh my gosh, it felt good to pick them.
Oh, oh my
Right. See,
gosh.
it's one thing to give a motherfucker flowers, but it's a different experience when you pick them.
Yes, it is. Yeah, like versus somebody picking them up and delivering them, and
Yeah, or
you
going to the
hand picked
grocery
them.
store and buying some. When you pick them from the field of dreams, from the field of
Mm.
listen. It was it was wonderful. Like today ended up being such a wonderful fucking day for me.
It
So
has.
healing on
Yeah.
so many levels. And it was intentional, beautifully
Mm.
intentional. So I'm grateful. I got to go back and listen to Miss Blue's live from yesterday because I
Oh
didn't get a
yeah.
chance to listen, but I was tapped in though. But I be doing so many other things, and so I said before I go to bed, let me jump into Cosmic Conversations because I'm
Okay.
gonna go to sleep listening to what she's speaking about because it's easy to go to sleep to Miss Blue. I still get programmed with
Yeah.
the
You,
information.
it gets in your subconscious. She gets really
Yeah,
in
so
there.
so grateful. So
And I
just
listened to that show last night. I'm like, yeah, that show. It's in alignment. With what we talking about. Yeah.
wow, that's so good. That's
Mhm.
why I don't feel a certain way if I miss a show because when you are in alignment with you, you're in alignment with who you're connected to. So
Facts.
there's no doubt that there's a connecting and the information that's being shared, I'm going to get it however I get it because it's being shared and the intention is to share it. So
It is. And even
touch
down to back to the family tree. We are cosmic, we're a soul family tree too.
soul family, the
Yeah.
ones that we pick.
Yes.
That's what I'm saying. That's what just it's just like when you get to pick your own, it's different. In the grocery
Mm-hmm.
store or wherever we go get flowers, or if they're delivered, somebody's picked them for you and you purchase them. Still great energy, just still greater transfer of energy. It is different when you intentionally pick your own. It is a
Yes.
level up. It is a glamour. It is a grace that
Mm.
is unmatched.
It is.
It
Even
is
makes me think of like an apple in the store versus going to an orchid and picking your
absolutely
own apple.
pick your
Yeah.
own. Yes, there
Mm.
is a great. And as a matter of fact, there's a video I downloaded of a man, and I downloaded it because we had a plum tree in our yard growing up, and this man, he recorded himself going out of his door,
Mm.
going to his plum tree, and eating it straight off the tree. He didn't wash shit. You hear me?
Just straight nature.
He just straight ate. Now I'm a little googly about it, but I
Yeah.
get it. I'm like, nah, I'm at least rinse the motherfucker off. But you ain't
Right.
got to wash it for pesticides or things like that because you didn't put none of that on there. And when
Mm-mm.
he bit into it, and so much juice came out, and
Oh.
his respect brought on a different ability to taste it. I
Mm.
said, wait, you mean to tell me because you grow something on your own,
Mm-hmm.
that there is a different taste you experience?
Yes.
And myself said, fucking yes. And
Yes,
that's why I'm
it
just like,
is.
why everybody don't have at least one fruit tree in their yard? Just one. You
Yes.
ain't gotta be a gardener. Have one fruit tree, apple tree, peach tree,
Pear tree, peach, some.
pear, a lemon bush, something. Just one thing. And today was a freaking beautiful day in the
It was.
neighborhood.
It really was. Beautiful sunshine on the inside and outside. I'm
Oh,
telling you.
wow. Now that heat came through, it was hot.
Oh yeah, it
Oh,
was
it
a
was
heat
hot.
wave. Heat wave. I'm
I
sitting out
got in
here in
that
the
sun.
shade. I was like, damn.
Now, when are you leaving DC?
Oh, I'm already left. I'm in Durham now. I'm back in North Carolina. Oh, you checked out? Uh, yeah, I'm actually back in Durham. That's what I
Oh,
was doing
damn.
yesterday when Miss
Oh,
Blue was live.
damn. You so
Yeah,
you done
I was
switched
moving in real time. And it happened so fast. I was like, okay, once I made the decision, I said, you know what? This this is not I can't keep doing the same thing and getting the same result and wanting something different. I gotta
Yeah,
change.
yeah.
So the moment I made that decision, made a phone call, before I know it, hey, I'm back in North Carolina. Like I never
Just
left.
like that.
That literally. I was like on an endless hamster wheel. And the moment I said, you know what? This hamster wheel is not serving me. Let me make a phone call.
And you straight beelined out of there. Is your brother still up there?
Yeah, he's still up there. But he ended up dropping me off. I got him to drop me off, and just I realized even it did come full circle, you know, because he even called talking about how you gonna call me and just tell me to bring you back like a receipt or something in the store, like return me. I said no. I was just like, look, just look. It ain't like that. It just look. I realized, okay, this is my goals. This is what I'm trying to accomplish. And I've been here for a year, and I just been this endless cycle. Yeah, it's time to switch it up, do something
The
different.
year has already went past. That went quick.
Yeah, that was the fastest year. I remember telling y'all, yeah, I'm about to go to DC with my brother, and
I
it's
was
crazy.
gonna
Everything
go
y'all
almost.
said literally transpired.
Wow.
Everything that fast.
That's awesome to experience. And it was such an experience, right? A
Mhm.
lot of different things. And it's another it's another aspect of yourself to go back and get the hidden things.
Yes,
You
and I
know what I'm
did.
saying?
Yeah,
Yes.
I had to go back and check up on a whole lot of stones I didn't turn over, and found the
Mm.
light. Found the
And,
light in it.
and it's endless, especially when you enjoy it. Because the first
Yeah,
things I always to go back to is the things that I like, so
yeah.
that it will make it easier to keep coming back and and
Mhm.
and make you stronger for the things that you didn't see, and stronger for the things that you get to put into a better perspective. Um,
Yes.
so make sure your perspectives serve you.
Mhm.
And adds to your growth and expansion. And so you get to choose again, like picking flowers. Are you just
Yeah.
going to go get the flowers that somebody picked, or are you going to go and get the
And
things
pick
that
them
you picked
yourself. Yes. And
from
that's
the
what I've been
beauty?
going back and picking all of the flowers.
Yes,
At the
yes,
time as a kid, I was like, I didn't understand, what my daddy used to try to do. He used to be like,
right.
we used to just be randomly sitting there, okay, Britt, get up there, read this book, and then give me a speech on the book, and then tell me what your takeaway is. And then he would ask me follow up questions like he was interviewing me on the speech I
Getting,
gave. And at
getting
the
you to
time, as a kid, I was
complete.
like, why is you doing this? But then as when I got older, I was like, wow, what a beautiful gift. A public speaking, like what he was doing for me. And I couldn't
Absolutely.
see it at the time, but now
And
I'm
you
older. I'm
couldn't
like,
see it at
wow,
the
look what he was
time.
doing.
Yeah. And that's the beauty of this. A lot of things we
Hey,
couldn't see.
Griffey,
Yeah, hey, there's Beulah's baby boy.
Beulah's baby.
A lot of times we just couldn't see it. And why wouldn't you want to go back to visit yourself in the manner of which you have these wisdoms and understanding now? And even if you don't have the full wisdoms, you have the footprints to know how to go look for
Get
them.
back, yeah. Or you know where to start. You know.
And it's with your joy, it's with what you liked, and then you go work around that because you can't visit what you like without being aware of what you didn't like. So, what
Facts.
you don't like, you change the perspective and bring understanding to it.
Mm-hmm.
Bring that understanding to it. And no matter where you go in your life, whether you visit a trauma, whether you visit this, make sure it serves your growth and your expansion. And there's no regrets, there's no guilt. And it
Mm-mm.
takes a complete intentional amount of self love to want to go back and get the true value hardware.
The hardware and the
To,
tools.
yes, the true value, right? Because we didn't know how to value things. My first expensive purse, my sister, I told this story tonight, my sister bought it for me. It was a Dooney and Burke. And back in the early 90s, a $250 purse and a
Wow.
$50 coin changer, that was like spending the money.
Oh
My, and
yeah.
my, and
Wow.
my older sister is the one who did this, right?
Mm-hmm.
A month later, I think I was 20 years old. I've always been a bag lady. I've always been the type of girl that didn't know how to appreciate beautiful things. I never wanted to be a material girl because everybody that I knew that was material and loved material things, they were really fake, and they
Mm.
used it to give themselves some type of an importance, or used it to, this is my interpretation at the time, they used it to assert a certain status. And so I didn't want to be that way, so I rejected everything that was material. I rejected shopping, going to the mall, because I wanted to be so real that I
Mm-hmm.
rejected all of that. So my sister at 20 years old, she decides to go and buy me a purse that I didn't know how to value. What taught me how to value is it when I wore it, I got so many compliments, and so many people were, talking to me that ordinarily wouldn't say shit to me, but
Mm-hmm.
they loved the purse. And so that taught me how to care for things of value, even if I didn't value them. The fact that other people valued the fact that I had something to value taught
Okay.
me how to, and it came by way of my sister. Here's the kicker.
Wow.
Here's the kicker, because I absolutely want to hear from my Griffey. Here's the kicker. My sister bought that for me because she, again, like I shared, she was the one who sacrificed her summers to stay home while me and my sister could go outside and play, because she stayed and watched my brother. In the house, she flipped through magazines and she always dreamed, right? So she even
Yeah.
dreamed for me and bought me this purse. And I
Oh.
was 20. About 3 weeks later, I had a credit card. It was only like $500 limit. My credit card statement came in the mail. My sister used my own credit card.
Hold on.
I would not have ordinarily bought for myself. Now, at the time, when I was
Hmm.
20 and I got my credit card statement, I was, you motherfucking scamming ass bitch. You made me think you this, and you took my credit card, and you and now you telling me you gonna pay for it. How the fuck you gonna pay for it? You would have. So I'm just angry
Yeah.
now
Oh.
that when I revisit this today, my sister put me on a pathway of accepting and understanding a glamour, a
Hmm.
grace that comes along with identifying who you are and
Mm.
accessorizing it with the things that you value. And I would have not ever gotten that lesson. I would have never learned how to value things had not my sister took my own credit card, right?
Yep.
So it was all of my energy and my doing. She just helped me out. This is the perspective that I can see now. But
Look
at
at
the
the tools
time,
you went back and got.
come on,
You.
because I told her the tools that I use from a true value conversation that I have
Hmm.
with my girlfriend's hobby. So when I tell you conversations, if the conversation is a true value, you are going to leave with tools that will put you in a position to use them to construct you a better perspective.
Boom.
I don't
Ooh.
want shit else but
My,
true
my, my.
value conversations from here on out.
That's it. Mm-mm-mm. I want only true value conversations from here on out. That's a
What's
word.
going on, Griffy?
Oh my
Damn,
God.
that
Wagwan,
one.
wagwan. I align with my highest good today. I align with my highest good today. I align. Yes, I align. It made me be like, oh my goodness. Hey, oh my goodness. Child.